Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Apex Investor, our daily update for Tuesday, April 13. Big day. I'll tell you why later. But AMC was trading between 8:31 to 9:12. Volume was about a fourth, just less than a fourth of the average. GameStop 132 to 145.38. Volume was what's that about 1/7 of the volume. So let's go to Reddit. So as this page is loading, I'm going to update you on what I reported yesterday that looking at the stock market and potential black swan events, specifically a stock market crash or just volatile movement, meaning the big squeeze, mother of all squeezes for AMC and GameStop. That's starting beginning tomorrow up to July, I believe this is July 10th. So we're going to see a period of extreme volatility, highs and lows for GameStop, AMC, and the rest of the stock market from tomorrow morning, Wednesday, up to Friday, I believe it's July the 9th. So we're going to have a very fun, very fun few months ahead. April to May, May to June, June to July. So 3 months. We're going to have 3 months of roller coaster rides. Hopefully, we'll come out of this a lot better. Just make sure you set your exit points, your exit strategy, your entry points. So you want to make sure you understand what resistance is in AMC and GME. And just for review, I believe the support for AMC is around $6 to $8, and even $9. $6 to $9 is pretty good. And the resistance is looking like 14 to 20 plus. So we'll go over that. But 14 to 20 is pretty safe. GME is looking like, what is it, 60 to 120 for support. Resistance is looking like 300 to 480. All right. So I'm going to scour through these posts and see what's worth reading. Want to save your time today. This is from Wall Street Bets, Kevin O'Leary talking about GameStop, billionaire. Hmm. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Hmm. That was a very good comment that Mr. O'Leary made, that the price is very much psychological. He didn't say it that way, but that's what he was implying. So that's a very good post. I'm going to move on now. Okay, I'm only mentioning this post because it's really funny. He talks about how on 420, April 20th, which is a number a lot of us associate with these stocks. We have a deadline for the shares to be recalled ahead of the annual meeting, which is on 6/9, another number that's very much associated with these stocks, especially GME. And he's also talking about how the announcement of their intention to sell 3.5 million shares, or $1 billion in value, may not seem important, but it's crucial. Okay, I'm looking for that. I can't seem to find it. Maybe my eyes are just bad. But, okay. Yeah, I don't see it here. I'm going to have to look a little closer. I don't know why I can't find it. Well, he's basically summarizing everything we know already, except it's a good reminder to be reminded that there is a solid date, a definitive date for when shares would need to be recalled. That's April the 20th, if I'm not mistaken. We also have a meeting on June the 9th. And both of those dates fall within this cycle that I mentioned yesterday. I mentioned it was starting tonight, basically tomorrow. I mean, it is today, but I mean, in terms of when it's going to apply to the stock market, to GME and AMC, that will apply immediately 9:30 a.m. once the stock market opens up on Wednesday morning until July the 10th, which is a Friday, 2021. We're going to see 3 months, just under 3 months of craziness. So buckle up because it's begun already. So just as I was saying, we're in for a big roller coaster ride. Great highs and also lows, but looking at this post, I don't know what this means, but basically April 30th, something big could happen. That's in about 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks from now. So prepare for that with the senior notes or senior notes. Okay, next post. Okay, so as this is loading, okay, I just want to mention that I put in an order to buy AMC stock, so I'm not back in the game yet. I'm a GME shareholder, but not yet an AMC shareholder. I used to be 1,000 shares strong. I sold it, went over to GameStop and doubled my portfolio within a week, and now I am looking to get back into AMC. So I'll let you know when I'm back in, because right now I haven't it hasn't met my price yet. So let's just leave it at that. Okay. So this post is basically saying that Adam Aaron will not decide to dilute the shares. If he doesn't, you're going to see AMC start to go up massively. So that's good news. If it happens, it's a big if. So time will tell what they decide to do. Okay, I'm going to read this post now. So I am at RGME. They have 253K members and 11.2 currently online. Last time we checked, Superstonk was at 170. They're 176 now. And 25.7K, so there's easily over double at Superstonk. So I'm going to look at their post and see what they have for us today. So this was my main takeaway from what Kevin O'Leary said. The price is irrelevant at this point. So he's right, completely right. All right, moving on. So we see here pretty big news. GameStop is paying off $216.4 million, 100% of their debt, which is due in 2023. So they're getting ahead of themselves and they're going to pay all their debt down. They'll have zero debt. Do you know what that means? That means this rocket is taking off for sure. This company is not going bankrupt anytime soon. We heard of AMC paying down part of their debt. Well, GameStop is paying 100% of their debt. Domo also reporting the same thing. GameStop to be debt-free as of April 30th. Why is it so important to pay off the 10% notes? It says right here. I have to look closer. Declare dividends, make payments, or redeem or repurchase capital stock, or make distributions in respect of capital stock. Sell assets, or sell, yeah, it looks like assets. Engage in mergers, acquisitions, and other business combinations. Okay. So it's basically saying if nothing happens regarding April 15 or 20, we have April 30 to look forward to. I swear GameStop is the biggest tease in history. That's what I've been saying. I've only said it actually yesterday. I've been alluding to it for a few weeks, maybe a month. Something big is going to happen between, not just one thing, many things are going to happen between tomorrow, between now, pretty much now, till July the 10th, 2021. And we're seeing all these massive developments taking place before our very eyes. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, GameStop paying off their debt, and it's getting downvoted 42%. So who doesn't like this? Well, who else? The short sellers. They want to manipulate the message to sound like GameStop is a dumpster fire and everyone should be afraid and doubt it and be uncertain and just sell their stocks now, so that the hedge funds, the short sellers, will not have to pay the penalty, which is thousands of dollars per share. So they had debt. Remember, we had 216 million in debt. Well, tonight they announced they're paying it all off by month's end. Oh my goodness, guys. This is probably the biggest news we've heard probably since the Gamma Squeeze in January 28th. $400 million in cash, no debt, entire new digital-friendly leadership transforming the country. Just as Kevin O'Leary said, Mr. O'Leary said that he sees GameStop becoming like the Netflix of video games. That's one of his speculations, and he might be right. Man, this is huge. This is one of the biggest news catalysts in a long time. And if you look at the mainstream media, if I Google this right now, you will see how much they're reporting this. Let me Google it. I'm going to use Google. Let me look at Google right now and show you if they're reporting this at all. I highly doubt it. I'm thinking 90% chance or not. GameStop stock. So I'm just going to do that and look at the top headlines. I don't have to write debt or anything. I'm just going to leave it like that. Let's go to news. If they even mention it, I'll give them credit. Stock price is down. Completion of periodic review of ratings. So they're analyzing whether it's still worth it. Hanging near support. Okay. Pulled down. On the hunt for a new CEO. So it's just uncertainty. How it could get weirder. So they're just, again, doubt. Retire some debt. Okay, so there's one. Some debt. Okay, that's very disingenuous. Oh, some debt. We have a little debt. Let's just pay down some of the debt. No, they're paying down all of the debt by the end of the month. So this is very, very misleading. Reddit rally will fade. Oh, man. Strengthens balance sheet with senior note redemption. Okay, well, Seeking Alpha is actually telling part of the truth there. Longest losing streak in a year. There you go. Like I said, the majority of the headlines were all FUD. So you know what? MSM, FU. UDs. UD bags. Okay. I'm going to move on to the next post. This gentle ape wrote this DD. Every counter opinion he could find about GME, he proved them wrong. Basically, this is the counter DD by Remy789. I'm just going to scan through it. He has arguments that people use. Apes buying inflated the price, not the shorting. He says that people say this is stupid or relies on reckless investing practices. Uh, they haven't done their due diligence. The squeeze already happened, and this is the one I'm interested in. The squeeze already happened. People say that the gamma squeeze we saw on January 28th was the actual short squeeze. No, it wasn't, because just as he correctly says here, he points out that all shorts must be covered, full stop. And we know they didn't cover the shorts, they just dug themselves a deeper hole. Whatever they had before, it's even worse. So this is going to squeeze even worse for them and better for us. So that's a very good point. So the TLDR, it's not whether there will be a squeeze. All shorts must be covered, full stop. They can buy on the dark pool if they like. They can continue to suffocate the stock price by short laddering. But when that margin gets called and the shares get called back, there's a share recall, we will see the emperor has no clothes, Citadel has no clothes. The problem is the idea that GameStop is being measured against typical trends. GameStop and AMC are not regular stocks. They're not bending to normal trends. The truth is plain and simple. If the only thing retail investors need to do is buy and hold, the question is not if it happens, it is when and just how high. And that's a good post. It's basically something I could have written, but it's good. I'm not trying to bring him down. I'm saying this is a good post because I've been covering this for since the short squeeze, even before that. So yeah, GameStop and AMC. If anyone questioned whether they are intrinsically connected, like Siamese twins, the answer is they are connected, because every time AMC sees a dip or a rise, GameStop is usually the one that is experiencing it first. AMC is like, on piggybacking there. Okay, IEX exchange down twice today. I'm not sure what this means, but this is highly unusual. You don't have glitches in a system that trades billions, trillions of dollars. Status and all tickers affected. Okay, I don't get what he's saying. What's the point? GameStop debt free. So I think that's it. So we're going to drop another 10% on good news. That's what's happening. We're going to drop, people are going to buy it. And eventually we just wait and wait and wait. And then they bleed and it'll be over for them. It's going to start going to the moon. SEC filing merger with brokerage. Detailing lawsuit mentions 30 brokerages engaging in coordinated conspiracy. All right, I'm going to go to the end here. So they are what? What are they doing here? I don't get it. An upcoming merger. Lawsuits related to the debacle. Fallout from GameStop. Okay, I don't really understand. So a lot of lawsuits? I mean, that doesn't really do anything for us. Okay, dark pool trades cannot be used. I repeat, they cannot be used to cover shorts. So this is the last post we're going to look at. And then I will go and introduce what I'm going to be doing in the coming weeks ahead and months. Dark pool trades cannot be used. Okay, I asked this question earlier today. The answer should be a common knowledge answer, but I keep seeing the same question asked in the other threads. So get this upvoted to the top. Dark pool trades are used to artificially drive the price down. They cannot be used to cover the shorts. So keep holding and relax. Just, you know what? You see this price action? It's all an illusion, because once the squeeze happens, that's the only thing that'll be real. It's going to be very real for the shorts, let me tell you that. If you can't explain it, don't say it can't happen. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if he doesn't know. Yeah, it's actually a good answer. yeah, I mean, this person, this is their opinion. Um, he can't confirm or deny it. So I'm going to move to this post. This is the first post I'm reading by the master. I call him the master of DD. A Tobit or Adobit. I call him Adobit. Why is he I Dabble now? He changed his name. So basically, this is called Bullet Points. To whom it may concern. Probably one of the most important posts I've read during my time here on YouTube. Bullet Points. Education. To whom it may concern. The following represents a summarized narrative from my works cited below. I write out of concern for the continuity of our financial system. Most importantly, to illustrate the injustice that it allows. Hedge funds and offshore entities are not required to disclose most of their financial information, including short positions. CIT, I call them CIT, is a market maker for CIT Advisors, a hedge fund. They are considered a significant player within their environment. CIT Securities has registered with the SEC and FINRA since 2002. Investors rely on the SEC and FINRA to make sure these entities are not adversely affecting our markets, which are heavily regulated, or so they seem. However, since 2006, FINRA has caught CIT Securities breaking the rules in 60 separate events. Here are the facts. There is an event for almost every year since 2006. How many years is that? That's like 15 years. Several violations span multiple years, with just one written violation. The phrase without admitting or denying appears 123 times on a 182-page PDF. This sounds like a court case. The phrase failed to appears 218 times. Here are 4. Failed to establish and maintain supervisory systems to achieve compliance. Failed to identify a short sale indicator. Failed to display certain OTC customer orders. Failed to close out a fail to deliver. I apologize. I have to speak in a British accent because my lip really hurts. And the only way I can avoid further injuring myself is to speak as such. So here I continue. I'll carry on. The word prevent appears 102 times, mostly in statements such as prevent the execution or display of short sale orders, no supervisory procedures to prevent the entry of erroneous orders, risk controls failed to detect and prevent. On March 25th, CIT received a new citation for unintentionally reporting internal transfers as normal securities transactions. This constituted 14% of all reported transactions. It is apparent that the disciplinary actions, often a small fee, are not adequate to prevent this type of behavior. Furthermore, they have become a cost of doing business, as is apparent through the company's indifference in admitting or denying the action. As a citizen of the United States and direct participant within the U.S. stock market, I demand the SEC explain why these actions are being tolerated. For those of you who feel the same, please attest by signing your Reddit username in the comment section below. I give the reader of this document my express permission to redistribute as they see fit. Works cited. Under the security of my First Amendment rights, I will not change the syntax of my work because my emotions are baked within their message, and these are the 3 due diligence DDs, deep dives, I will be covering in my channel. Each one is worthy of its own video, So thank you very much. Atobit, Atobit. I will then sign my username here. So thank you very much for your time. Please like, please subscribe, and hit the notification bell. All of these three things will not only benefit yourself, but others as well who are shareholders of both AMC, GameStop, or are even thinking of uh, contributing to this cause. Um, we're being attacked. We're being censored. There's a lot of misinformation going on with these stocks. Fear mongering, uncertainty, doubt, just plain lies. So thank you very much again. We'll see you tomorrow. And it begins, ladies and gentlemen. It begins tomorrow. Buckle up. Prepare for the rocket launch. We're going there. We're going to the moon, ladies and gentlemen. Whew, here we go.